Hey guys, so channel's back, unless that wasn't quite apparent. For those of you who don't follow me on Twitter or aren't in my Discord, then you probably clicked on my channel before. Maybe you clicked on my channel before. Maybe you were just like, wonder where that studio guys went. And you noticed that my channel was deleted. Yeah, so YouTube deleted my channel for literally no reason. I mean, they had a reason when they done it. The reason was false and completely shizzle whizzle. But yeah, they they deleted my channel. They sent me an email that said, your account has been suspended. I'm just gonna get them all up. Sorry, I'm recording this like directly as soon as my channel's been reinstated. We'd like to inform you that due to repeated or severe violations of our community guidelines, your YouTube account, Steejo, has been suspended. After review, we've determined that the activity in your account violated our community guidelines, which prohibit spam, scams, blah 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 blah. Basically, they give you a short abbreviation of the community guidelines. But I then went on to talk to a person, and there's like a little live chat you can use if you've got like a certain size of channel. I don't know what size it is, but you can do a wee live chat where you talk to basically someone in a call center that doesn't know much about YouTube. But he looked into my account for me, and God bless his cotton socks, he told me it was the violation of YouTube's community guidelines, specifically Terms of Use number 5, Section H. The section states, you agree not to use or launch any automated system, including without limitation to robots, spiders, or offline readers, that accesses the service in a manner that sends a request message to the YouTube servers in a given period of time than a human can reasonably produce in the same period by using a conventional online web browser. Basically, botting the servers, send too many requests to the servers, be it ViewBots or click farms or whatever the fucking no man. What's the point? Anyway, so that's why my channel was suspended, and then what was it, like 8 hours later, they reviewed my appeal, manually reviewed my appeal, and decided no, we shall uphold this appeal. To which I then I reached out to pretty much everyone in the bloody world. And Susie started kicking up a fuss on Twitter, and we actually reached out to Fwiz, who is the head of YouTube gaming. His name is Ryan Wyatt. He goes by Fwiz. He used to be a professional Call of Duty player. I think it was Call of Duty, which is why the strange name. And he actually he reached out, and he says basically to give him an email, and he would try and sort things out. He got me in contact with YouTube gaming support, who then decided to look into things. And don't get me wrong, like, this was all great, except the fact that it still took, after that, 3.5 days, almost 4 days. 3 days. No, wait. Yeah, 3 days. It took 3 days. Sorry, I was doing math. I'm tired. Leave me alone. It's been very stressful. 4 days. So that was on the night. So it was 3 days it took for them to basically for anything to basically happen there. And I still haven't like actually found out if that's what got me my channel back, because then Susie further went and contacted her partner manager just today, because there was like a mess up with her partner manager, and she got someone else that hasn't really been in contact, but then she managed to get her name. And we reached out to her, and I don't know if that's what's managed to get her channel back or not. But regardless, like, we got the channel back, and all it has left me with is a number of questions, because it wasn't just me. So that's the thing, like, my channel went down on Monday. Tuesday? Monday. Was it Monday? Oh, it was Monday. It went down on, sorry, my brain's just fuzzled. Went down on Monday, and there was a number of other channels that also went down, exact same thing. No prior strikes, no prior copyright strikes, community guideline strikes, just straight nuked from high orbit. Your channel's dead, mate. Sorry, GG, no re. And they all had appeals rejected as well. And it's like, this is a bit fishy, mate. So I basically got in contact with the people that have been helping me get my channel back. They asked if I had any questions while they were helping me get my channel back, and I was like, I'll save it until I get my channel back. So the questions that I've asked, and I will be doing a follow-up video for you guys so that you know the answers to these questions when I get them, if I get them. I'm not going to hold my breath. But the questions that I've asked is, first off, what actually happened with my channel? Like, the second one is, how can something like this happen? The third one is, why could a creator of my size, and don't get me wrong, I know that I'm not huge, but like I'm still a sizable creator. I'm not like someone with 10 subs who's just uploading for like the shits and gigs of it. But how could a creator of my size just be deleted instantly without any warning or care or consideration? Then obviously how could it be manually reviewed and still knocked back and then reviewed again and then fine? Like, I don't understand that. The next question was, like, right now as it stands, I think I've got like 3 years of videos that don't have any, that just aren't there, that are still deleted. But I've had reports that they're actually coming back. I've also asked if there's going to be any restitution, because obviously my channel's been down for 4 days. This is a thing that I use to pay for my mortgage. Like, this is my livelihood. This is my full-time job. This is what I've pumped pretty much everything into. Don't get me wrong, I've got a couple of little like side projects that bring in a bit of money, but nothing like to pay for my new house that I've got. And also I lost like a fair whack of subscribers when my channel got deleted. I've also asked them what can be done to stop this happening in the future, and what words of encouragement do they have for the other creators who are actually terrified that this could happen to them, because there's been a lot of creators, both big and small, that have been reaching out to me absolutely cacking themselves that one day they could wake up and their channel could be deleted as well for no reason. And the sad thing is, like, I have always been like a YouTube evangelist. Like, I've always been like, you know what, if your channel's been deleted, it's probably because you were doing something dodgy and you're just going on like, oh, I've not been doing anything dodgy, honest. It's like, I never believed it until it actually happened to me. That it's like, no, they will, like, it's possible just to have your channel deleted just straight up, no reason for it. And it's like, wow, this is people's businesses, this is people's livelihoods. This, like, not only does it pay for me, it pays like for this place that I live in, it pays for the people that I pay to do stuff for the channel. It's like, there's so many little things that kind of bounce off the back of it, and for it just to be taken away for no reason. I mean, I can understand that you can get made redundant, etc., and like things like this happen in like regular jobs. I mean, look at Telltale, for instance. But normally there's signs, regardless of where you're working. No one keeps everything a secret. There's signs, and you can see things are going downhill, and you're like, oh, right, okay, this is coming. You can get prepared for it. But to wake up one day and just get messages to say that your channel has been straight up deleted is just horrifying. I mean, I've been like pretty much out of it the last couple of days, just not even able to really function. It's like you've lost a limb or a child, or it's something that I've worked that hard on in the last 5 years, like given up so many things and sacrificed quite a lot of life, really, in order to try and make this work. I mean, there's no, like, I can't remember the last time I was out like with friends for a night out. I can't remember like the last one of my nieces or nephew's birthday parties that I was at. Like, just so many things, and I've said this before, and people don't quite understand it when I say that there's sacrifices that you make to be a YouTuber, because they look at your Jake and Logan Pauls and your Casey Neistats and stuff like that. These massive creators that make so much money that they don't even, like, they go on £20,000 flights. But down here it's a grind, and there's a lot of sacrifices, there's a lot of stuff that you have to miss out on in order to keep your business going, and it's rough. And for the constant sacrifices to be taken, and for it to be ultimately meaningless for through no fault of your own, is heartbreaking and gut-wrenching and pretty shit, to be fair. So yes, I've asked basically what words of encouragement, and I mentioned that I know that this isn't an isolated incident and that this has happened to other creators, including people many times my size. There's a YouTube channel, Luna, 2 million subs I think it is, who the exact same thing happened to him. I did mention though, so sorry if my questions come across as harsh. It's been a very rough 4 days. And I appreciate all the effort that they've put into actually get me back up and running. I understand that the people who've been helping me get it back up and running are obviously a different department to the people who've taken it down, because with any large corporation, that's the way things work. It's not going to be, you ain't going to be speaking to the exact same person that's clicked that button. So I get that, and I even said, like, with my background and my background in business and law, I understand the reasoning behind many decisions that YouTube make in regards to many things. And if you've been watching this channel for any length of time, you know that I often take YouTube's side when most of my fellow creators are bemoaning the decisions that they've made. But this has definitely dented my my confidence in the platform. So much so that I am probably, when I start streaming again, will be streaming on Twitch, Mixer, and Facebook in addition to YouTube, as opposed to just YouTube primarily, just so that if anything like this ever happens again, I've got that further communication base for you guys. But I just want to thank basically everyone who's reached out over the last couple of days, everyone who's sent me kind messages on Twitter, kind messages on Discord, who've retweeted things, liked things. The hashtag Free Steejo campaign seems to have worked. All the thoughts, the prayers, all of the as I says on Twitter, even if you sacrificed a goat, I do thank you for that. I hope you ate it afterwards, because waste not, want not. I don't know how much the Twitter stuff helped, or how much it was just things the ball was already in motion or what, but it helped me emotionally. It helped my it helped me get through it, to know that there was people there that basically cared, because I felt like everything else had kind of fallen from under me. But before I get too sappy, I'm so glad that I can say this again. But as always, thanks a lot for watching. I've been Steejo, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.